So in the previous video, I just wrote this whole program down. I'll just go through this once more. What I'm doing over here is that I have written a comment so that if there is anyone else who does not understand my program, he will just read the comments and it will be easier for him to go ahead and understand this. So just a moment. Okay, just expand this. So here I have written all the months starting from January to December. What we are going to do is we are going to ask the user to enter a number for a day, for a year, and for a month, and we are going to convert that number into specific strings. Let's say if the user enters 112014, then it should be given as 1st of January 2015. If the user enters 10/10/2014, then it should be 10th of October. Yes, 10th means 10th of October 2014. That is the reason. And remember, whatever you have written over here, that would be the same displayed over there. If I have written NOV, then it would be shown as 10th of NOV, that's November. So whatever you write over here inside these brackets, that would be shown over there. These are the endings for each and every integer starting from 1 to 31st. The reason being that there are a total of 31 days inside a month maximum. And here I asked the user to enter the year, to enter the current month, and to enter the current date. Here I have just added this back to that, this thing. That means int month, that's I have just added the index. So when I go ahead and ask you to enter a year, if we and we need to subtract 1 from each and every integer. Let's say the user enters 1 over here, and what Python would do, it will just go ahead and calculate the first index. That would be Feb, because it would be 0. But it would give it out a mistake. There would be mistake over here. The reason for that is because Python counts this as 1 and the user has entered January as 1. He does not know that Python starts from 0. He would be count that from 1. That is the reason we need to subtract 1 from each and every integer over here. So when the user enters 1, it will be 1 minus 1, that's 0. So 0 would be the integer of Jan, and it would straight away give out Jan. And the same goes out for ordinal. I have just written over here day plus endings, because endings I will have just added these st, second, third to these months and days over here. And what I have done over here, I won't be writing this down in inverted commas because these are not strings. These are the specific year, month, and day. So I don't need to write this down in inverted commas. And I have just written month name, that is this over here. We'll just calculate that, the index of whatever it would be over here. So if it's 1, then it will calculate Feb. If it's 2, it will calculate March. Plus, and this should be a space over here, my bad. And plus ordinal, okay, I just spelled it out wrong, DINAL. That's this one. It will calculate the day and the endings, index, and this would be a space. And this is for the year. So it will calculate each and everything and it will just print it out. That's the reason I have written over here. So in order for me to go ahead and run that, I will just go ahead and save it on the desktop. I'll just name it as, let's say, database. I'll just write my first program, and we need to give it as extension as py. I will just go ahead and save this over here in my drive. So I have saved this over here now. I just want to run this, so I can just go ahead and press Ctrl F5 to run it over here. Or if I want to run it inside an interpreter command, then I just need to go ahead and there and double click. So I have my first program over here. I'll just double click it. It just asked me for the current year. So I'll just write down the current year, that's 2015. Enter the correct month, that's 2. And that would be February. And enter the current day. Let me just write down as 20th. Now, when I go ahead and press enter, it will quickly show what the answer is, what the input is. It will not wait, it will just get closed. Let me show that to you. See, so now we just do not know what happened over here. The reason being that the code that we just wrote over here, it only knows to give out the input and it does not know what to do after that. That's why it will straight away go ahead and close itself. So now we need to go ahead and give out another command, such as press enter, so that as soon as we go ahead and get the input, would ask us to go ahead and press the enter button and only after that it will go ahead and close when we go ahead and press the enter button. So I will just go ahead and run this program that I have written over here, and I have written this command input enter. So as soon as the command gets over, it will just ask the user to go ahead and hit the enter button, and as soon as he presses enter, he will just go ahead and log out from that. So I'll just go ahead and run this program by pressing Ctrl F5. Current year 2015, current month would be 2 and 20. So that's just in February 20th, 2015. Perfect. That's how it should be, and it has asked me to press enter. So as soon as I press enter, it will straight away take me back to the interpreter command. Perfect. So this is how it works. In case you have any kind of doubt, just go ahead through this once more and just check that.